WatchGauge's.com and welcome back. Today, I am very pleased to announce our third partner brand, which I have here on my wrist. It was a brand that was developed by a pair of gentlemen in the UK who have over 20 years of experience in extreme sports. And they wanted to, and I'm going to read here, as they put it, develop a range of durable watches that could travel on every adventure, through every wave, and look good on every occasion. That being said, I think you're going to agree. This brand really originally caught my eye because of its aesthetic designs and how pleasing they are. Also how timeless they are. It's the type of watch that you're going to be able to wear for the next 10, 15 years, and it's going to look just as good or as in style as it does today. Now, the one I happen to be wearing, I'm going to show you in just a second, is a little bit more on their sportier side, so it's still traditional, but certainly sportier. And this brand, our third partner brand, is Elliot Brown. Okay, super excited about that. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a shot of the Camford I'm wearing. Let's get into it. I'm going to bring you over. I'm going to show you some of the watches, point out some details, and we'll go from there. So when Ian and Alex set out to create Elliot Brown, they did so their watches would be classic, timeless, elegant, something they can wear in 10 years and still be as wearable as it is today, which I think they really nailed. The other thing is to be extremely durable and wearable in every situation. So, for instance, you can wear it to the gym, to the office, to the beach, to dinner. Almost every one of these pieces is very wearable in every situation. The first thing that really stands out on the first collection I'm going to talk about, which is the Camford. Now, the Camford range is the 6 pieces in the front as well as this piece here to the back right. What really stood out, first point for me, is the double crown, which I'll get into in just a moment, what those are there for and how they operate. But again, just that clean, elegant, legible looking watch. The movement in all the Camfords are a Swiss quartz movement with custom date printing and a 5-year battery life. What's really also unique that you don't see in almost any brand is that the movements themselves have a patented shock absorption system, so they can handle an extreme amount of G forces and shock. They're all 200 meter water resistant, 44 millimeter in diameter. Let's look at the crown real quick. So I'll grab this piece. So you have 2 crowns there. You have one here at 2 o'clock, one at 4 o'clock. The one at 4 o'clock will operate the movement. Okay, you can you can set the date and time with that particular crown. The one at 2 o'clock operates an internal rotating bezel. So you can see at 12 o'clock that red triangle. When you rotate this crown, that bezel turns. I've gotten into it a little bit before in some of the other videos, but the purpose of that is if you set that triangle, that 12, which typically you want to leave at 12 o'clock, if you set that to where the minute hand is, you can tell how much time has elapsed as that minute has gone by. So you've got on that bezel there, you've got printed 10, 20, and minute markers. So as that minute hand moves, you can determine how much time has elapsed since you set that crown. Really unique. The other thing that's really cool as well, which you don't see in a lot of watches today, is the strap itself is held in place by a screw and bar system. As opposed to spring bars, which you compress to hold the strap on, these are actually screws and there's a bar going through there, so it's extremely strong, extremely strong. And every single Elliot Brown comes with a screwdriver inside the packaging. Looking at the second collection, which I have 3 pieces up here at the top, that's called the Tyneham collection. The Tyneham collection, like the Camford, is it's a watch for every situation. Again, dress, beach, dinner, and so on and so forth. The big difference here is that these guys house an automatic movement. So it's a Miyota 9130 automatic movement. The second hand hacks, and you can also hand wind this movement. So for those guys who are really into automatic movements and know what that means, the second hand will stop when you pull the crown out, and you can also manually wind it to get it going. This particular piece has a sapphire crystal on the front and the back, which I'll show you in just a second. 40-hour power reserve. There's a power reserve indicator. And this collection also has a shock absorption system. This one is called the Custom 360 Dual Stage Movement Shock Absorption. You know, typical watches have a metal case and a metal movement being held by metal screws. When you take an impact on your watch, there's no give there. These particular watches have a shock absorption system which allows them to take a much more of a beating than a typical automatic watch. The Tyneham is also 300-meter water resistant, and it's also a little bit smaller than the Camford collection. So the Camford is 44 millimeters. These guys are 41. They come, as a matter of fact, all of the Elliot Browns on straps come with a deployant buckle, unless it's the NATO shown here. So you've got a deployant buckle. And there's the sapphire crystal case back that shows the exhibition case for the movement. Now this particular piece has one crown here at 4 o'clock. They put that in that position so that when you're wearing the watch, that particular crown, I'll slide this on real quick, it's not sized for me, but that crown is not going to get in the way of your hand and creating a divot or a painful mark there. The other thing to point out is at 1 o'clock there, you see a little hand right there. That hand is the power reserve indicator. What that means in an automatic movement, you have 40, 42, 44 hours of power reserve, or what that means is when you have it fully wound and you take it off and put it down for a day or two, about 2 days later it's going to stop. Now that hand there will tell you how much wine you have left in it. So if this has a 40-hour power reserve, you'll know that if it's a quarter wound, you have about 10 hours before this watch is going to stop. You can see that as I wind it there, that hand is starting to move up on that indicator. Now, when you pick up the watch, it's not running at all. That indicator's all the way down. Give it a handful of winds, get the second hand going, you set it. After that, the automatic movement will continue to increase that indicator there during the day as you wear it. And the automatic winding happens because of that rotor there. So I can get into the technical aspects and talk about that for a real long time, but the bottom line is our third partner brand, Elliot Brown, I think really hits a lot of points that we like to see here at WatchGauge. First, the aesthetic design is extremely pleasing, very handsome. The other thing is the durability, the quality of the construction, and I know that you guys are going to agree when you get one in your hand. So Elliot Brown checks a lot of boxes for us, as I just mentioned. We're really happy to have them aboard. I thank Ian and Alex, and we look forward to the partnership and to working with the brand. If you guys have any questions about Elliot Brown or any of the brands we carry, whether it be NTH, Gorilla, Elliot Brown, or any of the ones that we're going to be carrying in the future and introducing over the next couple of weeks, you guys can always reach out to me personally on the website. As I mention all the time, obviously it's a big deal for us to be able to grow. So follow our Instagram and Twitter at WatchGauge. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/WatchGauge. And if you're watching this on YouTube, on the lower right hand corner, there's a little WatchGauge logo there. If you click on that, you can subscribe to our channel. If you're not watching on YouTube, head over there and subscribe for us. One other point, the new WatchGauge hats came in. Pretty cool. Pretty excited about these. They're fitted, which most watch related hats aren't. WatchGauge on the side, the WatchGauge logo on the front, and our signature orange color. Anybody who buys a watch gets a WatchGauge hat, and if you just want the hat, soon enough they're going to be up on our merch section of the site. We have a couple different sizes, so you get a free one with a watch. You can buy them. Happy about that. And follow, like, subscribe, share, and all that crazy stuff. And Elliot Brown, man, really, really happy. Love this brand. Beautiful looking watch. I guarantee you, if you're wearing one, people are going to ask you what it is. Take a look at the NTHs, take a look at the Gorillas, and WatchGauge is growing, and we really appreciate all of your support, all of the guys who have purchased watches in the past couple of weeks. And you know, this is all new to me, the social media stuff, these videos and things like that. I'm having fun. I feel like I have a lot to learn and to get better at, but you know, bear with me, enjoy what we're doing, and thank you so much for everything, guys. Thank you. See you soon. We'll get at you within the next day or two or three on social media. Thank you.